Guys, we've come a long way. Devon has just become an elderly gentleman. And to celebrate this, we are going to throw the greatest house party that we have ever thrown. Gosh darn it. Oh. You see, I just started the game, and then he aged up and apparently forgot his birthday. Whoops. Not my fault. Anyways, we're going to plan a dinner party. And Backflip's an old man too! Oh, Backflip! You remember the good old days? She loves me even though I'm old. Here we go. Dinner party. We've never done one of these before, but it's going to be magnificent in our new mansion. So Devon and Backflip OllyWolly are going to be our wonderful hosts. Of course, all the families invited and their spouses. Fire Alley. Are we forgetting anyone? Hang on, let me think. We've got Celia, Hunter. Give me a minute. Devon's gonna go out and meet people. Alright. We're gonna go make sure we meet all of everyone's family. So, we'll start with the Goth residence. Actually, no. We'll start with Hunter's family. Alright. I went and met lots of people. Now we're going to plan a social event. Come on, plan the social event. There we go. Dinner party. We're gonna get a gold on this, guys. Devon and Backflip will host. Guests: Cassandra Butler, Trackstar, Bella Goth, Celia Goth, Scott Hanks, Hunter Hanks, Katie Hanks, Oren Hanks, Fire Alley, OllyWolly, of course. Yeah, I think that about covers it. For some reason, I couldn't get Celia's husband invited. She's not on the list. I don't know why. We'll hire a caterer since this is a great place. A great party. Alright, legit party. It's not giving me stuff.
Ah, booshy, booshy.
Well, everyone start cooking. Insufficient fun. We have $1? What? That can't be right, can it? Well, guess we gotta sell something. No more towels for us. Or soap. We'll have to go without soap. That's unnecessary. There we go. Oh, they're in the secret laboratory. Devon, you're going to make the finest gourmet meal. Pasta Primavera. You can do it, Trackstar. I believe in you. Trackstar Goth is Celia's son. I hope you become well acquainted with him. Butler OllyWolly, you should go introduce yourself to the other children. This is going to be a great dinner party, guys. Even though it's broken. Wish I noticed this beforehand. Whatever, once Devon finishes cooking this meal, it'll all be fine. You're getting all backflipped. Your bladder ain't what it used to be. But after you're done with that, you can Come chat it up with all your guests. Whoa! Oh, I thought he was wearing sunglasses. I'm like, Fyra looks legit. Call to meal. Then you can finish that. You're not even gonna use the dinner table at this special occasion. Backflip. You should dress formally for this. Nah, I like what I'm wearing. I'm getting fat. People always told me it would catch up to me. There we go. You see, isn't this a nice dinner party? We're reuniting with all of the people we've met so far in life. It's like a family. It is a family reunion. Look at how our children have progressed. Cousins are just meeting each other. Butler is just meeting his cousin Oran. And Katie. And Trackstar. You okay there, Trackstar? Man, nothing could ruin this party, am I right? Ha 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 ha.
Falabo, skunk laughing. Oh, Roga. Henna boy.
Oh no! Look at that! Hey, what's happening over there? Oh, she just became an elder. Good for her. No, oh no! Someone's died! Scott, no! There's been a murder! And she's laughing it off. Who could have done such a thing? Who could have murdered Scott Hanks? It seems that we have a mystery on our hands. Death. Please. No. You gotta give me a chance, Grim. You must beg death for your husband back. Look at all the tears, so many tears. And there's a mailbox in the foyer for some reason. He refuses us. Truly gone after Hunter's uttered a pail fell on Death's deaf ears. No. Who could have done such a thing as to murder Scott Hanks? Death claims his soul, leaving us with only his ashes. Well, it seems we've got a mystery to solve. It's okay, young Katie Hanks. I'm going to solve the mystery of your father's murder. Because I'm a detective. Hunter. My dear sister, yes, that's it. It's okay, Hunter. I will solve the mystery of your husband's death. Because I'm a detective who doesn't look up, because that's cool. That'll cheer you up. Scott will be forever missed. But first, we must solve his murder. Let's interrogate the witnesses, starting with this young child named Trackstar. Trackstar, where were you during the times of 5 a.m. No, hang on, let me do some math. Between 6 and 10 a.m., Trackstar. Crime will get you nowhere. Maybe we should play good cop. We'll play good cop for a moment, so we can get the info we need out of this kid. Butler, we know you're innocent, so you can go to school. He has an alibi. He was with his father, Devon. But look at the suspects we have. Alexander Goth. He may not have much of a connection to Scott, but that doesn't mean he can't be the culprit. Bella Goth. Her past is a mystery, so we have no idea if she knew Scott before coming here in the first place. However, we do know one thing. Who is this? Megan Gilligan. Okay. We do know one thing. Whoever killed Scott has the magical power of moving the mailbox into the crime scene. Oh, I have it. The mailbox must be the murder weapon. Here's my scenario. Devon, get down here. You have a mystery to solve. The killer confronted Scott in the foyer. After summoning a mailbox by the power of magic, they bashed Scott's head into the mailbox. What do you think of my theory, Fire Alley? We'll ask him for advice about solving this murder. Then we'll reveal our theory. What you got, Fire Alley? Fire Alley says, I think it's more complicated than that. Hang on, I can do this voice better. I think it's more complicated than that. This is a bad Fire Alley impression. Hang on, let me try a couple more times. I think it's more complicated than that. You see, there are many items in the foyer that could have been used as the murder weapon. Okay, maybe not. There are many items in the house that could have been used as the murder weapon. The bear, for example, or the violin, or perhaps this flower pot, or the garden gnome out here. So why then did the killer feel the need to move the mailbox into the house? Perhaps he was trying to set us off. Eureka! I've got it! We might find a clue inside the mailbox. Let's investigate the mailbox. Nothing of interest in here. I suppose we'll dust for fingerprints. No finger. Devon, you're going to examine the mailbox. No fingerprints on the mailbox. But maybe that is actually a clue. The killer is someone who wouldn't have left fingerprints on the mailbox. But no one's wearing gloves, so that's a problem. Then the killer didn't have to move the mailbox to use it. Alright, a new scenario. Someone dumped the trash out earlier. They might have used the trash bag. They used a trash bag to carry the mailbox in. Of course, that's why all the trash is scattered on the ground. That must be it. The killer used the trash bag from the trash can to move the mailbox into the house. But for what purpose? And there are plenty other items that they could have used as a murder weapon. Unless... I've got it! Travis was really a vampire, and this mailbox is made of silver, so Travis could only be killed... Wait, no, we're investigating Scott's murder. Scott could only be killed with the silver mailbox. Maybe if we strengthen Scott's connection to the physical world, we can ask the victim himself who his murder was. Devon's happy because he's solving a murder. Everyone were performing a seance. If we summon Scott, then we can find out who the murderer is. Alright, we'll interrogate the suspects one by one.
Hogem?
Devon. Cassandra's gesture of respect was pleasing and heard the call and sent the Day of the Dead celebrator to roam the neighborhood. Oh. No, the suspects, they're leaving! Wait! I'm suspicious of this lady. Devon, interrogate her to the best of your ability. Devon, interrogate her. Devon, interrogate her. Don't be giving up on me now, Devon. You have no alibi for the time of the murder. What? It couldn't possibly have been me. It couldn't possibly have been me. That's me imitating her. Alright? It couldn't possibly have been me. You have no alibi for the time of the murder, and your past is a secret. You're the only one without an alibi, therefore you're the only one who could have done it. Oh, poor Scott. Why did you have to go like this? I miss Scott too, she says. That's why we need to find out who the murderer is. I know. Wait! She's trying to distract me. You can't distract me that easy, lady. I know you're the killer. And I'll prove it too. We need to prove that Bella Goth has the magic powers necessary. Oh wait, she didn't need magic powers because she's a trash bag. Right. Then we'll just find your fingerprints on the trash can itself. Also, throw away this junk. It may be evidence, but it's stinking up the yard. Inspect the trash can for fingerprints. Oh, gasp! This trash can doesn't contain Bella Scott's fingerprints. Or no, what's your name? Bella Goth's fingerprints. But Alexander Goth's fingerprints. We must interrogate him immediately. Oh, it's time for work? Hang on, I need to take a vacation day. We've taken pictures of the crime scene. We can move the mailbox back to its proper position now. And for goodness sake, give this man the respect he deserves. With a proper grave. Before you go interrogate Alexander Goth, we must promise the victim to find the killer. She's here to cheer us on. Wait! You can't be mourning the dead. It's too early to start mourning the dead. You have a mystery to solve, she says. What? I know. I need to go interrogate Alexander Goth right away. You'll give me your support, won't you, Cassandra? Even though that you have to that you suspect my brother of being the murderer, we must solve Scott's murder. Oh, why did it have to be her brother? Why did it have to be her brother? Call Sadness Hotline. Butler should invite over classmate Oren, yes. Of course. Alright. Let's, invite the suspect over. Where is the suspect? I guess we'll have to go find him ourselves. For crying out loud, put on some detective clothes. Alexander Goth! Alexander Goth! It's perfect that we should meet so soon. I never got the chance to introduce myself. My name is Devon OllyWolly, and I'm the lead detective in the murder of Scott Hanks. That was his name. It says, "Come right in, detective. If there's anything I can do to help, I will. I would love to help you to solve the mystery behind Scott's murder." His voice changed 3 times during that conversation. Well, we're gonna get on his good side, compliment his house real quick. Your house looks great, thank you. It was my father's. He passed it down to me. Console him about the death he witnessed. Now, we need to ask him about his movements during the murder. Where were you from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m.? It was probably like 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Where were you 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.? Hello, Celia. Where were you from the time of between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m.? He says, I was in the library, of course. And I say, in the library? Really? But Backflip was in the library at that time. I know because he's my brother and I asked him myself. This is an inner monologue. He can't hear me. And so I'll ask him about the state of the library at the time to prove his alibi. I'll ask him, Alexander Goth. Hang on, let me think. I swear, I was in the library the whole time. I don't know anything about Scott's murder. Really? Yes. Huh. Well, why don't you expound on that? He says, I would never kill Scott Hank. He was a good friend of me. And then I say, oh yeah? Oh wait, no, I shouldn't. It's too early to yell at him. I need to ask him a question to prove his alibi. He says, I was in the library. I'm going to ask about his day, specifically the part of the day that was spent in the library. What? My brother, Backflip, is a great carpenter. He's a great carpenter. What do you think of the unicorn model that he put in the library? He carved it himself. That unicorn inspired me. I felt so happy looking at that unicorn. That's why I was so shocked. It came as such a shock to know there was a murder in the house. That unicorn was masterfully crafted. I say, really? There was no unicorn llama at all, because Backflip carved a bear, not a unicorn. Ha! And then he says, oh no, I got this art sculpture wrong. What do I do? What do I do? I just mistook the bear for the unicorn. And then I say, impossible! You're not done interrogating him. I say, impossible! The bear was huge! There's no way you'd mistake it for a unicorn. And then he say, whoa, why are you yelling at me? And I say, this is where I think you were during the murder. You had to have been under the stairs, waiting for the Scott's entrance. Take that! Sorry, I drank it all. Whoops. That was a terrible way to make my point. I gotta go to the bathroom. But I'm sorry for trying to throw my drink at you. It's okay, man. It's just that I'm real bummed about Scott's murder. I think I'll give you further testimony. Alright, let's hear what really happened this time, okay? He says, okay, I'll tell you the truth, buddy. I wasn't really in the library during that time. Devon's gonna still listen to his testimony. He's just multitasking, taking a power nap at the same time. He says, I wasn't really listening in the library that time. You see, I had to lie to protect someone dear to you. I saw Hunter going up the stairs and into the foyer. Ah! Eureka! Devon says, standing up. Belagoth, I believe I may have found a culprit in this murder. But I wish it wasn't so. Could Hunter really be the villain behind her own husband's murder? Find out next time on The Sims 4. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.